Hello from San Antonio, this is SIREN Tarot. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Yes or no to any question. This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 6 different options. Option 1, option 2, option 3, Cuatro, option 4, Cinco, option 5, and Seis, option 6. As always, timestamps will be provided. Don't overthink it. Just think of your question, take a deep breath, and make your selection. If you chose the first crystal, here is your reading. Sugar-Free Tarot, a deck I designed using Canva Pro. King of Hearts, King of Cups, Rey de Copas, Soda de Espadas, Page of Swords, Cuatro de Copas, 4 of Cups, 7 of Spades, 7 of Swords, 8 de Espadas, Los Enamorados, the Lovers, and 8 of Swords, Ocho de Espadas. That's interesting. We have the numbers of karma and fate in the last row, 4 and 8, in the system that I use, which is detailed in Linda Goodman's star signs. 4 and 8 are the numbers of karma and fate. Aquarius, Capricorn. Okay. This is a no. It's a no for pile 1. I see a lot of overthinking, a lot of overanalyzing, and this is interesting. It's all water and air. Water and air make steam, mist, fog. So confusion, lack of clarity, overthinking, overanalysis, feeling like you're stuck, but you can't see your way out. You can't see your way out of this maze. So right now, because there is so much confusion, there is such a lack of focus, I would say it's pretty obviously a no for 1. It could be about a relationship, it could be about a job, it could be about anything. But I'm definitely seeing a no for 1. If you chose 1, you could have water and air in your astro combo. Maybe your astro combo is Sun in Pisces, Gemini rising, Moon in Aquarius. Of course, that's one possibility of many. For an extra layer of confirmation, I've got the dice and the tiles. So, the astro die. Two, the second house, the house of Taurus. Pluto and Scorpio in the second house. If you have that in your natal chart, Pluto and Scorpio in the second house, there is this tendency to hoard resources. You may have come from trauma or poverty, and so you're always operating from a place of deprivation, from lack. And there's a lot of fear around resources and money. 6 is Venus, 4 is Aquarius, 10 is 1, Leo, another 1. 5, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. So, and 7 is Neptune. So 5 and 6, that's 11, that's 2, that's Cancer. If this resonates at all, I would recommend doing some root chakra work, maybe listening to some root chakra binaural beats, doing a root chakra meditation. You need to feel safe. You need to feel okay. The root chakra, that's the lowest chakra. Everything relies on the root chakra being okay because it's the foundation of the energetic system. Rain. I'm just thinking of the floods in Texas and New Mexico. I've just been binge watching these videos. As I record this video, it's a timeless reading, but I'm recording this video during the full moon in Capricorn, July 10th, 2025, and we had horrific 4th of July flooding in the hill country in Texas, and then shortly after there were floods in Ruidoso, New Mexico. Okay. Yeah, you may really be struggling financially right now. You may be hoarding resources. You may be in a period where you're being especially careful, especially frugal with your money. We have Sean. Nisa. Sam, Sammy, if it's about a person, there is mutual fascination, but there's a profound lack of understanding. You could be two radically different individuals and you don't have enough in common to really form and cultivate a relationship. You could be from different cultures, different ethnicities, an age gap. I'm not saying that you can't have harmony if you're different ethnicities or if there's an age gap, but if it's about a connection or relationship, the two of you are struggling to find something in common, something you can really work with, is what I'm getting. Marge. Oh, we got Mira. Yeah, we've got Marge. Gran Parsons, Scorpio. Ran, Aries. Mars rules Aries. Marcy. Not the usual spelling, but yeah, that's what I see. For one, I hope that helps. I'm always available for private readings. All the info is in every box. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. And if you chose to, here's your reading. Sugar-free tarot. You won't find this anywhere else. I had a storefront at makeplaincards.com for years, and I finally just tore the storefront down. I took all the decks off. do a good hard shuffle. It's a good start. 9 of Pentacles, maybe the Oros. El Colgado, the Hanged Man. So right away I see an axis. I see the Virgo Pisces axis. Soda de Bastos, Page of Wands. Reina de Espadas, Queen of Swords. Tres de Copas, 3 of Cups. Seis de Copas, 6 of Cups. Okay, this is a yes. Again, we start with an axis, Virgo, Pisces, so that's strong. I see a spiritual foundation here. Strong spirituality for pile 2. Maybe you meditate on a regular basis. You do something that just makes you feel good. Your energy is really good, I would say, for 2. So yeah, it's a yes. I see peace. I see tranquility. I see regulation. I see emotional intelligence. You're probably intensely creative, and that's how you feed yourself. That's how you fill your cups, is with your creativity. Bless you. My double Scorpio sun just sneezed from the other room. I guess that's confirmation. Yeah. Bless you. So you could create art. I've got some acrylic paints on the way from Amazon. You could create visual art, paintings, collages. You could be a musician. You could be a writer. You could write poetry. I just see you having the intelligence and the energy to fill your own cups. You're a happy, balanced person, is what I'm seeing in these cards. Yeah, you're operating from a place of wellness, and so you're going to be a magnet for all kinds of good stuff. Money flows to you, love flows to you. If you're asking about a person, yes, it's mutual. They could regard you as a soulmate. It's just a very high vibe relationship. If you're asking about a job, yes, you're going to get the job. Yes, you're going to get the promotion. Doesn't matter what your question is. I'm seeing a strong yes for 2. If you chose to, you could have Sun in Virgo, Pisces rising, Moon in Aquarius. Of course, that's one possibility of many. I'm using the dice for extra confirmation, the dice and the tiles. Gemini. 6th house, that's the house of Virgo, and Uranus in Virgo in the 6th house. You could have a genius IQ. You're just brilliant. You're creative, you're inventive. Five, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. Yeah, very strong mind. 4, Aquarius. 9, Mars, Aries. 6, Venus. People are attracted to your mind and your energy in general. You glow. You have this really good energy. 10, that's 1, Leo. 11, 2, Cancer. Oh, so 6 is the number making Venus the dominant energy. Yeah, I see you having a lot of admirers. You could have a strong presence on the internet. Maybe you have a YouTube channel, a TikTok. You get a lot of attention. You're a magnet. Sea, maybe you live by the sea. Gas. My MOS when I was in the Army for a few months. I went through basic training, Fort Jackson, South Carolina, 1994, 1985. Anyway, my MOS was 77 Foxtrot. I was going to be a petroleum supply specialist. So I was going to put gas and tanks. Sagittarius. Sage, you're very wise. Maybe you have clients. Maybe you read cards for clients, or you're a life coach, a manifestation coach, something like that. Maybe you have a great ass. You get a lot of compliments on your ass. Gee, what a great ass. I'm seeing Sarah. I'm seeing Alaska. I'm seeing Georgia. You make people laugh. Agriculture, maybe you have a farm or a ranch. You're probably psychic, or you have really strong intuition. Yeah, that's what I see for 2. Hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info's in every box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose 3, here's your reading. Ooh, what a beautiful start. Queen of Clubs, Queen of Wands, Reina de Bastos. Snap, crackle, pop. Empress, Divine Feminine, Venus. Caballo de Copas, Knight of Cups. Page of Cups, Soda de Copas. 3 of Pentacles, Tres de Oros. El Carro, Chariot. Yeah, it's a yes for 3. Doesn't matter what your question is. It can be about money, a job, a career, relocating, moving, selling a house. It can be about a relationship. It's a yes. Technically, we have 3 signifiers, although I don't really regard the pages as signifiers. I look at the queens, kings, and knights, but it's really positive. The Queen of Wands over the Page of Cups in the first, and the Knight of Cups over the Chariot, and then the Empress over 3 of Pentacles. 3 is the most optimistic. It's the highest vibration number. It's the number of Jupiter, Sagittarius. I'm recording this on a Thursday. Thursday is ruled or sponsored, as I like to say, by Jupiter. I'll probably be publishing this on Sunday, which is ruled or sponsored by the Sun. Anyway, as I record this, we're in the energy right now of the full moon in Capricorn. The energy is amazing. So you take excellent care of yourself. This is similar to what I saw in 2. Your energy is just phenomenal. Maybe you've had a glow up recently. You're getting good sleep. You're careful with what you eat. You're careful with your energy, what you put out, what you allow in. You treat yourself well. You treat other people well. You have this natural beauty. And like what I saw in 2, you're a magnet just across the board. You attract money. You attract love effortlessly. Well, you've done a lot of work on yourself, and it's paying off is what I see for 2. If you're wondering about a person, they're absolutely on the same page as you. I do see mutuality. I see 2 people who want the same thing. If you're wondering about a person, they could be a few years younger than you, and you could be having a child with this person in the near future. Whenever you watch this reading, you could have a child on the way, or you're getting really serious with this person and you're talking about starting a family. If it's a job, I see you getting a promotion. If you're wondering about, I don't know, selling your house, relocating, I see you being favored. I see your money being just really good. I see a lot of money coming to you. I see all the things. I see prosperity. I see abundance. So yeah, it's a yes for 3. If you chose 3, you could have Sun in Aries, Venus in Taurus, Cancer rising, Moon in Capricorn. Of course, that's just one possibility of many. I'm using the dice and the tiles for extra confirmation. That's Saturn. That's 8. That's Cancer. Saturn and Cancer in the 8th house. Ooh, that's one of my hairs. That's gross. I just whipped out the flat iron this morning. I never flat iron my hair, but I'm starting. Because it's short, it's easy to flat iron it. Usually go to Fantastic Sam's. Yeah, Saturn and Cancer in the 8th house. That's a house of Scorpio. So I feel like if you chose 3, you have a lot of wisdom. You haven't had the easiest life, and that's built your character. You know how to treat people. You have grace. You have class. You have gravitas. Four is Aquarius. Oh my God, that never happens. You got 3 4s. You got 12. 3. Jupiter, Sagittarius, the highest vibration number. That is awesome. I love that for 3. You're just feeling lucky lately. Maybe you're having a really good Jupiter transit, or maybe Jupiter is big in your natal chart. You have Jupiter on an angle, Jupiter on the ascendant, 1st house, 4th house, 7th house, 10th house. You have a Jupiter that makes a lot of aspects. You got Sagittarius rising, something like that. Yeah, I can see the letters. It doesn't matter. There's only so many letters in the English alphabet. Tiny. Maybe you're a tiny person. That's not a T, that's an H. Maybe you're a tiny person. Maybe you live in a tiny house. Oh, there's a T. Yeah, tiny. You're short, you're slender, you live in a tiny house. Heart, last name. There's not an E, but the E is implied. You have a huge heart. You're very loving. You're very compassionate. Mart. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. You have a shop. You have a shop on Etsy or eBay, or you have a brick and mortar. You sell stuff. New York. Tennessee. Oh yeah, we have Ram, Aries. Seeing Martha, Marcia, Matt, Mary. Oh yeah, we have Mary, Maria. High, you're just high on life. Ray. Gray. Last name, you have gray hair, gray eyes. Mutable eyes that go from gray to green, something like that. All the M states in America: Minnesota, Michigan, Massachusetts, Maine, Mississippi, Montana. Yeah, we do have Tammy. There was this woman I watched for years, Tanny Raw, a raw vegan. I tried being a raw vegan for about a week. Can't dance to that. But Tanny Raw, this very energetic raw vegan. She hasn't posted in a year, I think. Anything else? I think that's it. Han Solo. Harrison Ford is a Cancer. I'll stop there. Han. Math. You're really good at math. Yeah, I'm really going to stop now. I'm seeing Mathis. Okay. That's what I see for 3. Hope that helps. Congratulations. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. And if you chose 4, cuatro, here is your reading. Uno más. Wheel of Fortune. La Templanza. Devil, Sagittarius. Temperance. Empress, Venus. Caballo de Copas, Knight of Cups. Sado de Espadas, Page of Swords, and Ocho de Oros, my personal favorite, 8 of Pentacles. 8 is Capricorn. Oh yeah, it's a yes for 4. Doesn't matter what your question is regarding. It can be about a person, a relationship, a move, selling a house, starting a business, getting a root canal, getting some procedure, I don't know, buying a horse, buying a raccoon, buying a farm, buying a ranch, buying a Tesla, buying a Dodge Ram pickup truck. Doesn't matter. It's a big fat yes for 4. If this is about a person, yeah, this person is in love with you. They seem kind of fickle. They seem kind of flaky, but they love you. Just turned my head. I heard a weird noise. Is there a raccoon in the house? No, I don't think there's a raccoon. I don't know what the fuck. This person may seem kind of fickle, kind of flaky, but yeah, they are in love with you. You have all that they require in a human being. You tick off all the boxes. This is about a relationship. I can see it going to the next level. I can see it getting serious. I can see you moving in together. I can see you having a family together. If it's about a job, everyone admires you. People like you. You bring the flavor to the taco. You bring, I'm looking at the stove clock, it's 2:42, that's 8, make a wish. You bring the fun, you bring the balloons to the party. You really liven the place up. Yeah. Similar to what I saw for 3, you may just be feeling really extra lucky lately. You could be having a really badass Jupiter transit. So, timeless reading, but as I record this, Jupiter recently moved into my 11th house, which is the house of Aquarius. Jupiter's in Cancer. And supposedly that's really good to have Jupiter in the 11th for a career. I don't know. I've not really seen that yet, but Jupiter in Cancer could be an amazing transit for you. Maybe your natal Venus is in Cancer and you've got transiting Jupiter conjunct your Venus, something like that. You're just feeling lucky as hell. I didn't call out a possible astro combo, did I? If you chose 4, you could have Sun in Sagittarius, Cancer rising, Moon in Capricorn. One possibility of many, and now I'm using the dice and the tiles for extra confirmation. Ooh, Libra. Saturn in Libra in the 7th. That's the house of Libra. You may be saying, well, I'm not lucky when it comes to love. But you will be. Saturn and Libra in the 7th house. Success with love and romance comes later in life. So you have that to look forward to. Six is Venus, 3 Sagittarius, 9 Mars, Aries, 1 Leo. I just feel like life has just been amazing for you lately. 4 Aquarius, 7 Pisces. Yeah, so 9 and 10. You get a lot of attention wherever you go. Leo's the dominant energy. You maybe you have great hair, gorgeous hair, and legs. You have great hair, great legs, great smile. Yeah. You don't go unnoticed. You're not invisible. You walk into a room, you get noticed. SUNY, New York. Gen Y. I'm Gen X. I'm seeing Jenny. It's not how I've ever seen it spelled, but Jenny. I'm seeing Sue, Susan, Nathan, Megan. Did I say Megan? Genesis. Yeah, I'm seeing Genesis. You know, there was that show on MTV in the 90s, The Real World, and they had the different cities. One of the Real Worlds, there was a girl named Genesis on there. It might have been the Real World New York, not the first one, but there was a later, I don't know, Genesis. So, Sunny, Sony. Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, Ireland, or Scotland, sorry, Scotland. Yeah, that's what I see for 4. Hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info, including client testimonials, is in every box. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. And if you chose Cinco, 5, here is your reading. Uno más. Ten of Pentacles, Theistic Uros. It's a damn good start. El Sol, the Sun, most positive card in the deck. 10 is the number of Leo. 2 of Wands, those the Bastos. 2 is Cancer. Rey de Espadas, King of Swords. El Mundo, the world, the fixed modality. Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. Zodiac de Bastos, Page of Wands. Yeah, it's a yes. I think it's been a yes for every pile except for 1 so far. But I'm working with amazing energy. As I record this, we are in the energy of the full moon in Capricorn. And this is the most energetic full moon I've experienced in months. Oh my God, the energy's just phenomenal. Yeah, it's a yes for 5. Your energy is amazing. You're taking care of yourself. I can see you sweating, getting in your steps. You're running, jogging, playing tennis. You're on the treadmill, doing Pilates, whatever. You're just killing it, crushing it. Maybe a fire has been lit under your ass recently and you're having this amazing glow up and you're getting attention. You're getting noticed. What did you do? Did you just get your hair done? You got something done. Something's different about you. You look different. You look so good. I don't know. You're getting a lot of compliments. Getting a lot of attention. You're getting noticed. So you could be wondering about a person. If you're wondering about a person, I see this going to the next level. I saw something similar for 3, 4, and now 5. Going to the next level, moving in together, starting a business together, something like that. The person on your mind, if you're wondering about a person, they could be the King of Swords. They could have Sun in Aquarius, Leo rising, Moon in Libra, just one possibility. If you're wondering about a person, they probably have strong masculine energy because, except for the 10 of Pentacles, this is all masculine. I mean, the world is all of the elements, but I see it as a masculine card. It's the best card for the Major Arcana. It's the ultimate triumph. So yeah, strong masculine energy. You could have a lot of masculine energy in your chart. You could have Sun in Leo, Capricorn rising, Moon in Aries. These are just possibilities, but it could be about a person, a relationship, a job, selling a house, buying a house. Doesn't matter. It's a yes for 5. Now I've got the dice and the tiles for extra confirmation. We have Mercury in Sagittarius in the 3rd. Oh, Mercury in Sagittarius in the 3rd house, that's the house of Gemini. So if you chose 5, you're probably quite talkative. You could be a really energetic extrovert, and you're a truth teller, truth seeker. You're all business. You're no bullshit. You're not all business. You have a great sense of humor. You're a lot of fun to be around. But when you're delivering a message, you're all business. You're no bullshit. You tell the truth. You don't lie. You don't play games. You always have tabs open on your computer. You've got the iPhone in one hand and the microphone in the other. I don't know. You're busy. You could have a podcast. You could have a YouTube channel or channels. I just see you being extremely communicative, and you're quite articulate, and you do make people laugh. You're hilarious. Five, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. 6, Venus. 11, 2, Cancer. 1, Leo. 7, Pisces. 6, Venus. So, oh, that's great. 6 and 6, 12, 3, the highest vibration number, Jupiter, Sagittarius. All these letters for 5, they just wanted to come out. Run, the Run Diary, Hunter S. Thompson. Hunter S. Thompson was a Cancer. Johnny Depp, his friend who played him in the Run Diary and in Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. Johnny Depp is a Gemini. Yeah. Romero. Bruce Willis, Pisces. Demi Moore, Scorpio. One of their daughters, her name is Romero. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Romero. Tallulah, Scout, and Romero. You look great on camera. You're very photogenic. I'm seeing America. I'm seeing Rhode Island. I'm seeing New York. Maryland. Marcia, Marcy, Mary, Marie. I see you and this person getting married, if you're wondering about a person. If you're not, maybe you're already married. Yeah. Red. I'm seeing Ran, Aries, and red hair, red lipstick. Dream. If you're wondering about a person, they could see you as their dream girl, their dream woman, their dream boy, their dream man. You read, you have a beautiful voice. Maybe you work for Audible, you record audiobooks. You're a narrator. You're a voice actress or voice actor. Radar. You work for NASA. You work in the radiology department at the hospital. You work in the ER, emergency room. I'm seeing New Zealand. I'm seeing Oz, Australia. Anything else? You run. Run DMC. Okay, I'll stop there. Yeah. That's what I see for 5. Hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info, including client testimonials, is in every box. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. if you chose six. My brain is glitching because usually I do 4 piles, but when I do the yes or no readings, I'm only using the 1 deck, just 6 cards. So to flesh it out, I do 6 rather than 4. Sugar-Free Tarot, a deck I made using Canva Pro. I had a storefront at makeplayingcards.com for years. I finally tore it down. I took all my decks off because I wasn't pleased with their customer service. So no one else on the planet has this deck. Uno más. I love that card. 5 of Wands, Cinco de Bastos. Strength, Leo. Page of Pentacles, Soda de Oros. Ooh, Wish Fulfillment. Nueve de Copas, 9 of Cups. Ooh, the Mind Fuck. 9 of Swords, Nueve de Espadas. There's the Bastos, 10 of Wands. Okay, this is a clear no. Big, obvious no for 6. Similar to what I saw for 1. Overthinking, fear-based thinking. You feel like you're working and you're not getting ahead. You're not getting anywhere. I see a lot of frustration. I see exhaustion. This is the energy of trying to force a square peg into a round hole. Your desires and the circumstances are not syncing up. There's an imbalance here. Okay. You feel like it's constant stress, constant struggle, constant upheaval. You may feel like there's no structure or stability to your life. You could be couch surfing. You could be between jobs. You could really be going through it just across the board with money, with relationships. I've been in this energy numerous times throughout my life. I've got Uranus in the 2nd house. When you have Uranus in the 2nd house, there's going to be some struggle in the so-called 3D. So if you are going through it, you have my empathy. Take care of yourself. Be careful with your energy, what you put out, what you allow in. If you're watching a lot of tarot readings and it's putting you in a negative place, just stop watching tarot readings. Just do a social media detox. Maybe turn off the phone for 48 hours or longer. Just breathe in, breathe out. Do whatever it takes right now to feel amazing. Drink some water, make a cup of tea, touch some grass, take off your shoes and walk in some grass, walk outside, get some sun. If you have the money, if you can, take a solo trip or just get in your car. If you have a car, if you have a vehicle, just go for a drive. You need to fill your cups. I see you being stressed and frazzled. Maybe you're giving and giving and giving to those around you and you're not getting much back and you're feeling resentful. If you're asking about a person, I feel like you're putting in all the effort, you're doing all the giving, and they're just taking. And you can't rely on this person, and you know that. You may have them on a pedestal. You may feel like that's your person, but it's not syncing up. Okay, it can be all 5D stuff, you know. You have dreams. You feel like this is your person. You've watched some card readings, and then you've received the message that this is your divine masculine, your twin flame, something like that. But is it syncing up in the 3D? Is it syncing up with reality? Is this person pursuing you? Are they reaching out? Are they showing you that they care? Or is it all just projection and you just waiting and waiting for something that may never happen? If it's about a job, you could be not getting along very well with your coworkers. You could be in a job where it's just, you're doing what you have to do to pay the bills, but you're not happy where you are currently. I feel like you're really being tested right now. I feel like you could be having a really harsh Saturn transit. It could be your first or second Saturn return. Transiting Saturn could be on one of your angles, first house, fourth house, seventh house, 10th house. Or transiting Saturn could be on one of your luminaries, sun, moon, or one of your personal planets, Venus, Mars, Mercury. I had Saturn on my natal Mercury in Pisces for a while, and it was pretty unpleasant. So I'm very glad that Saturn has left my 7th house for my 8th house. I don't have any planets in my 8th house. So you could be having a really harsh Saturn transit, or you could have a harsh Saturn in your natal chart, something like Saturn in the 10th, Saturn on an angle, and you're just wondering, when are you going to get some relief? So if this resonates, I would just urge you to really take care of yourself, whatever that means for you. But I would do a social media detox. So if you chose 6, you could have Sun in Pisces, Mercury in Aries, Gemini rising, Moon in Leo, one possibility of many. Now I've got the dice for extra confirmation. 6 is Venus, 5 is Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 11 is 2, Cancer, 3 Sagittarius, 8 Capricorn, 9 Aries, so 9 and 5, it's 14, that's 5. So yeah, the 5s are all about conflict, miscommunication, misunderstandings, unnecessary drama. Okay, that's the South Node. You feel like you're stuck in the mud. You could have South Node in Libra in the 9th house. And your soul's purpose for this lifetime could possibly be to get out of your comfort zone, to leave your country of origin, to fight against codependency, to find your independence in a new country, a new culture, higher education, getting your advanced degree, your master's, your doctorate. I see you being an expat. I see you living your life in a new country. Okay. So born in Texas, and then you end up having the best years of your life in Mexico or France or Portugal, something like that. It's okay to be selfish. That message just came through for 6. It is okay for you to be selfish. Maybe you're the middle child. You have an elder sibling, a younger sibling, and you just feel like you were scapegoated throughout your childhood. Dry. Your cups need to be refilled. New York. Oh, we've got Mindy. That never happens. Mindy. I'm seeing Diane, Diana, Dennis, Nadia, Randy, Ryan, Mary, Maria, Mariah. Okay, I'll stop there. Ryder. Yeah, I'll stop there. That's what I see for 6, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.